Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Nice move to keep running. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football game.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The give to the tailback. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. And not one guy's going to...
Lots of room to run. Quick step and go. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Turning it on. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, and the ball's out on the return.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Back to pass. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for his defense.
Gets it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires left. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rush is on him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
On the move, it's Peoples. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense, is wide open. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. that was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
He's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Buckeyes are on the move. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Johnson looking to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second and goal.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th You're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Buying some time. Byers on the move. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
The give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Give to Brown. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. switch on first down at 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, like receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Slithers into space. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Johnson wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 21 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd
That's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Hale. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Bringing it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Makes the grab, it's Williams. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. try to pick up the first through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, where you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Up at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Powers through the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field.